What's going on? This is your boy King Gabe here with another installment in Let's Play a Pokemon. It's Let's Play. Jason's Pokemon Journey, Part 34 in Firered. Forgive me, been a while since I've been here. Work schedule and stuff like that, and also other things being taken care of. Well, for one thing, I kind of just got 7:06 in the morning right now. Just got up, kind of was up last night, so I'm just kind of getting up and everything. Also, a little, just with you guys, I feel a lot better right now, coming into this, but when I first woke up, I was pretty freaked out, because, let's just say, I had kind of a nightmare because Queen Tina, she's at work right now and she's okay. But I had a nightmare that me and her were out and for some reason in our individual, like both of us were driving our car. We weren't driving in the same car, and I don't know how I heard her say it from her car, but she mentioned about taking a U-turn. And it was really weird. The road that we were on, the part of it that she was on turned into a bridge there. And when she turned, she made a U-turn on it, and her car flipped over. And I have to say, this is what she died there. And yeah, really freaked me out when I woke up there. When I actually woke up from it. So yeah, but she is okay. Like I say, you know how sometimes, even though it is dreaming, I mean, it was that's the thing. Dream, a lot of time it's hard to tell. When you're in the dream, then you wake up like, oh wait, I was dreaming. But it's still kind of freaky though. It's just. You kind of have sort of like what happened. I had something like that happen with my mom one time. There wasn't quite that. It wasn't at that level like what happened to Queen Tina, but we had left. She had been left behind, and this was when I was a kid. And I woke up and ran into her room there. She's like, Gabe, I'm still here. So, yeah. Like I say, kind of getting myself together here. Like I say, I lost a friend, Angela. I don't need to be losing any. I don't want to lose anybody else close to me like that. Christina, and even my, especially my family, obviously, and definitely don't want to lose any of my friends there. Like Case or EJ or even any of the crew. So. Yeah, sorry about that stall right there. That's kind of stalled like that, but I had to get that off my chest. So, and of course, since I mentioned that it's in the morning, I got until 8 in the morning. So this right here where I'm at is this is a Pokemon lab. In here, there's a lot of people that you can either trade Pokemon with, or you let's see. You go in these rooms. Just see what some of them got to offer. Because it might be different from the old game. Do you have a vet of that? Okay. Want to trade for my Tangela? I'm kind of debating. I was going to. I guess possibly. I'll have to think about. Because I did kind of want to Venom off, but you know what? Maybe I just might, because I could catch a Venom off, like maybe in another area just to add to the Pokedex there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, he's not holding. She's not. He's not. I mean, she's not holding any items. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll go. So at least, so it looks like you guys are witnessing how trade works in the game. For any of y'all that haven't, played any Pokemon game, you watch it. Yeah, if you haven't played any Pokemon games before, this is how it works in the game. Yeah. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance, oh boy. When the Game Boy Advance came out, we got what was, Tangy. Tangy. Yeah, you can't change the name because the owner named them already. Like I say, as one of the trainers clarified earlier. Thanks, you're a pal. Hey, no problem. So, yeah, you can trade Pokemon in the game with other people if you have what they're looking for and you want to. It's up to you. And as to your Pokedex. So in the little image of the Game Boy Advance, that was a wireless adapter. That was a thing on the GBAs. It used to, before those were invented. With the regular Game Boys, you used to have a cable that you attached there. I remember it because I did that with a friend of mine named Quintus. We attached our Game Boys and traded a lot of Pokemon there. Let's see what he's got. Oh, there you happen to have a Raichu. No. I appreciate the offer, but no, I have to decline that one. Yeah, sorry, sir. So I'm sorry, but I want to hold on to my Raichu. I found this most remarkable fossil inside Mount Moon. I think it's a rare prehistoric Pokemon. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what's in room number 2. Okay, we got a bit of a lab going on here. Tick-tock, I'll teach you a nifty move. Teach it to the Pokemon and watch the fun unfold. It's a move called Metronome. Does it strike your fancy? Okay, it can only be learned once, is that okay? Okay, which Pokemon? Okay, I was expecting him to hand me a TM there. Sadly, I don't have any Pokemon that can learn it there. I guess if I get one, I guess I'll have to come back there. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Eevee can evolve into one of these kinds of Pokemon. One of 3. Oh yeah, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. Yeah, I know. Okay. Now here's the room. Okay, so let's see what this guy says. I'm looking for the Pokemon Ponyta. Want to trade one for my seal? I don't have a Ponyta, but I know where to get one. So, I might take you up on that. I know where to get one. I'll let you guys know in just a second. Hiya! I'm an important doctor. Yes, so very much indeed. I study rare Pokemon fossils all the time. You have a fossil for me? Yes, we do. The dome fossil. It's a dome fossil, is it? It's that fossil of a Kabuto. It's rare. It's really instinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. Yes. Hurry up and give me that. The weird doctor. Okay, you didn't have to call him man to say that. Okay. I take a little time. You go walk around for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So where are we going? So what? Now technically you could just exit the building and then go back and then come right back in, and he would be done. But we're gonna do a little something different. First, let's go to the Pokemon Center. Let's see what Tangela knows. Let's see. Cause we traded Venonat for him. Gray. Okay. Pretty much just the basic list, you know. Clutton's level 29. So we're gonna deposit Tangela and get a different Pokemon since we no longer have Venonat. Okay. deposit. And we're going to withdraw. Let's see. Okay, so who's gonna be on that team? Let me see who's. Okay, wait. Let me check my. Let's see. No, not move Pokemon. Okay, let me check who's on the team already. Okay, we got Dragon there, right? Charizard, obviously. Lapras, yeah, definitely. Leveling up Lapras because of the Surf and also Ice attacks. Raichu, Pidgeotto. Still a couple levels before Pidgeotto evolves there. So let's see. We'll see. So Cinnabar Island, we're dealing with some Fire-type Pokemon, especially from the gym leader and also from some upcoming trainers on this island. Let's see. This would probably be a good time to level up Digger. Let's see. Let me. Okay, okay. Or we could. Yeah, that's right. Rhyhorn. Yes, let's get him back on the team. Yeah. So we can get that Rhydon. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And like I say, a couple more levels to evolve Pidgeotto. So possibly Pidgeotto probably will evolve before we get to the gym. So might be able to get Digger for the gym as well. Yeah, that would come in really handy. By the time we'll have 2 ground-type Pokemon on our team for the gym. And plus be able to get a Dugtrio to really add to the Pokedex. Let's check my supplies here. Paralyzed heal, and of course we got full heals and plenty of potions. Okay, and we got some escape ropes, so probably and 1 burn heal. So you're probably wondering, well, why do you need an escape rope? Well, you're about to find. Let's say my ones that haven't played the game, you're about to find out. Yep. We are going in what's called the Pokemon Mansion. It's kind of abandoned there, by the way. So yep. This was actually shown in the Pokemon Origins movie, but they didn't really do. The only thing that they really said about it was the fact that there were some people that studied Pokemon here a while back, and there was a special notebook which came back into play when Red took on Mewtwo, which a lot of us Pokemon fans know from the first Pokemon movie. Good old Mewtwo. Yeah, in Pokemon Origins, Mewtwo didn't really talk. He just roar, roar, and eventually Red caught him with an Ultra Ball. Really, is supposed to in the game. It's recommended that you catch Mewtwo with the Master Ball there because it catches any Pokemon without fail. And Mewtwo is the strongest Pokemon in the world. So, yeah. There we. All right. So, yeah. This is the Pokemon. Let me get somewhere where I can plug this in here because I don't want to run out of. I shouldn't run out of battery in, but I don't want it to, get low during the play, though. Yep, so, there are some wild Pokemon in here. Let's see. Let's go see what's over here first. It's been a while since I've been in here. Growlithe. Okay. That will definitely make some captures. Yeah, why not? Let's see. Make sure I want to knock all the hit points out there. Ow! Ooh, watch the takedown. Watch it with that takedown. We're gonna hit basically for the Pokedex injury. And as to answer your question of where we can get a Ponyta, in here it should be a Ponyta in the Pokemon Mansion now. Maybe Now I might be wrong because sometimes this is Firered, then you got Leaf Green, so sometimes different versions of the game have different Pokemon. But I really hope, gotta make sure I don't use that Master Ball by accident or anything. But yeah, sometimes different versions of the game will have different Pokemon. Good, I caught the Growlithe. So yeah, add more to my Pokedex. Might come in, that number might come in handy. I'm gonna nickname you Growly. Yeah, from that was James from Team Rocket actually had a Growlithe when he was a little boy, and that's what he nicknamed his Growlithe. Growly! Take care of my parents, Growly. I'm better living off the low life with Team Rocket. Sure, it's not much, but at least I have my freedom. Yeah, I guess compared to what he was going through when he grew up, yeah, because James before Team Rocket in the anime, turns out he was rich, but the reason he didn't like it is because the high standards of society had so many rules that like, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that. And then he was forced to be married as a kid. I mean, he didn't get not to get married as a kid, but his wife was picked out for him ever since he was a kid. And so the girl that was gonna grow up and marry him was all in his face and everything, and he did not like this girl, Jezebel. Jezebel. Think about that name for a second, especially my church goers there. Jezebel. Oh boy. Yeah, you know that's trouble right there. Yeah, people, if you have a little girl, please don't name her Jezebel. And definitely don't name your boys Judas there of all things. 'Cause that's one thing my pastor say, please be careful what you name your kids, because names have a lot of significance there. Yeah, and they have meanings. That's Pastor Henry Armington, he said if you ever want to know why a person acts the way they act, look up the meaning of their name. Yeah. So there's some truth to that there. We got Eradicate. Okay, we already got Eradicate. But I'll take him on. Take him on, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so back, okay, two things I gotta go back to. One, okay, about the dream, my head was pointing, okay. I mentioned about Angela, and I may have mentioned this before in a previous video, but Angela was an old classmate of mine. Was really good friends with each other, sort of like me with BJ and Casey. And she really wanted to be a teacher and everything. Well, she was that's what she was going to school to be. She was a student teacher. But she really also wanted to be a book writer and author, like I was, and also, but actually, she was more inspired because she had just met, for the first time, she had met my mom in person, and they got to talking with each other, and my mom told her about the prayer journal that she wrote. So Angela was like, well, she wanted to write something like, like inspirational, but then that one night, she got in a car wreck and her car flipped over, much like I mentioned about the dream I just had. And she passed away back in 2019, 6 years ago. Well, actually 7 years ago, after September. Yeah, so, you could probably get, that's kind of another reason I freaked coming up with the dream, because like I say, I didn't see the accident, but that's what I was told happened there. So that happened. That's why I say I really don't want to lose any more people. It's sort of like kind of reminds me of what Optimus Primal said in Beast Wars when Dinobot died. He said when he said, "I'm going out there. I'm not in the mood to lose any more friends." Yeah, I mean, the guy was really pissed there. So, and trust me, I don't blame him. So, on a lighter note, like I say, because besides who because everything else, so everything's okay, because even though I do miss Angela, I know she's up with the Lord in heaven there, but I do miss her a lot there down here. Still pretty bad what happened, but at least, like I say, she's in the hands of the Lord. On a lighter note, there's quite a bit of Pokemon in here. On a lighter note, about the Pokemon movie, which kind of gets a little dark, but compared to what I was just talking about, this would be a little. Okay, I gotta figure out something with my Pokemon team before I battle again. So about Mewtwo, okay, there wasn't much about him in the Origins movie. Okay, I guess I can just keep Darcy up, because I know Lenny will. Well, I'll tell you what, let me put Ryu up so they could kinda catch up there. So in the Pokemon movie, so Mewtwo, not much about him in the Origins movie, but in the first Pokemon movie that came out, I think 2000, I want to say. I think it was 2000, or I think it was before 99. Yeah, right after, because Pokemon had, been out for a while at this point. We had got through the Kanto region, so first Pokemon movie came out. Mewtwo Strikes Back. So the movie, it starts off, originally it starts off with a Pikachu short, Pikachu's Vacation, and for some reason they've taken it off. Like, if you were to order the Pokemon movie right now, chances are you're not gonna see that short. But back in the day on the VHS, the short was there. So Pikachu's Vacation. So after the short, and if y'all want to know, and if y'all want me to, go in more detail about the short, just let me know in the comment section. I can tell you about it, possibly make a video of it, but just let me know in the comments first, and like a request there. If you want to, just want me to quote the Pikachu short. Anyway, so with it's sort of a segment called Mewtwo's Origin right before the movie. Going by the English dub, so you see these scientists coming out, they're looking for a fossil of the rare Pokemon Mew, but it turns out Mew actually is still alive. So I'm not sure. They say they say they got a DNA sample of Mew somehow, a fossilized eyebrow or something. It's kind of weird. So anyway, from it, they use their cutting-edge technology, funded by Giovanni, of course, because Giovanni wants to control the world's strongest Pokemon. And turns out, they try to make the clone stronger than the original. Not too surprising. Okay, so nothing else down here. So they want to make the clone stronger. Oh, Grimer. I'll try to catch a male one now. But they want to make them stronger. And what happens? What ends up happening? The clone Mewtwo comes to be. And it's seems kind of upset about, pretty much the situation at hand. In the Japanese version, originally, there was a segment in the Japanese version where actually they had also tried to clone, I think like the head scientist or something, like tried to clone his deceased daughter. Ouch. Right, I just mentioned death again. But his deceased daughter, and don't worry, people. I'm not gonna try to make clones of. I'm not gonna try to make a clone of of the people I've lost. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do that because that wouldn't even work out in reality there. And if it did, I don't see anything good coming out of that there in reality, because in real life, the one thing you cannot do is make another soul. Yeah, you can make another body, but the clone would pretty much just be a living robot there. So anyway, the clone gets up. The clone actually was, I don't know if it was like limbo or something like that, but Mewtwo was actually kind of had a moment with the clone of the deceased daughter. Oh crap! And also a clone of the starter Pokemon, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. And sadly, the clone of the scientist's daughter and the starter Pokemon didn't last long. And Mewtwo just watched them die in front of him. And that's what and when Mewtwo woke up in the Japanese version from all that, he was really ticked off. And which leads to, so going back to the English version, turns out Mewtwo's reason when he woke up and being upset, so here it comes. He wakes up, he comes out of the tank, and decides, like, let us hear its psychic powers. Psychic powers. That's it. It's a trainer, I think. It's a from you we've created the world. It's a we created you from Mew's DNA. That's Mew. The world. Mew is listed as the world's strongest Pokemon. Mew. So, clone. I'm basically no more than Mew's shadow. Oh, you're much better than Mew. We've engineered your psychic power with our finest cutting-edge machines. So I'm basically the end result of your experiment. What becomes of me now that your experiment is done?
Oh, it's not done. It's merely beginning. Now the serious testing begins.
These humans, they care nothing for me. And you had this moment, all the scientists were, they congratulate each other. Mewtwo kind of sat for a while, and you would see images of Mew swimming around in another area. Then back to Mewtwo. Is that my purpose? Am I just an experiment? A laboratory specimen? No, this cannot be my destiny. Next thing you know, Mewtwo blew up the lab. And the last thing said before the lab completely blew up, and I assume all the scientists in the lab died there. That was pretty dark for a kid film, much like Mufasa's death in The Lion King. We dreamed of creating the world's strongest Pokemon, and we succeeded. And this scene from the fictional movie tells you all in real life why it's not a good idea to do cloning and practically try to play God. Yeah, not a good idea, folks. Much like the people that tried to build the tower to heaven. Yeah, good luck with that. Not. So he comes out. Giovanni sees Mewtwo, and he says, "Those scientists thought no more than an experiment. I see you as a valuable partner. A wildfire destroys everything in its path. It'll be the same with your powers unless you learn to control. I need no help from you, human. Trust me, and I'll show you a way to maximize your powers to their full potential. Show me." And so Giovanni took in Mewtwo, by the way, I also had a novel of of the movie too. So I had not only did I get the VHS and the DVD later on, but but as a kid I also had a Pokemon movie novel too. So yeah, a lot of these movies when they came out had novel adaptations too. So he put all this armor and stuff on Mewtwo, and he's like, "You say this armor helps to focus my power." No, wait. Actually, he said, "You say this armor would help me, but it feels like it's suppressing. It feels like it's suppressing my power. Your powers are not being suppressed; they're being focused. Learn to use them to accomplish your purpose." What is my purpose? Trust me, your purpose will become clear soon enough. And with a snap of the fingers, we get a montage of, well, Giovanni having Mewtwo battle random trainers and stuff for him, and I guess rocket missions possibly, because in one of the scenes of the montage, Mewtwo used his powers to help the rocket grunt capture a bunch of Tauros there. I am in control now, so this is my power. And Mewtwo even defeated an Alakazam, which originally was listed as the strongest psychic type Pokemon in the Pokemon universe. But Mewtwo defeated him and even bent Alakazam's spoons to practically humiliate him there. He defeated a Magna. And then they even show, whoa, you startled me. I thought you were a ghost. And if I startled you, wait till you see Mewtwo. So he even took on a Nidoking and an Arcanine, which is a clip from the Pokemon anime series when Gary actually faced Giovanni. I'm not sure if I mentioned about that episode, but I'll mention just the Gary clip of the episode. Gary goes in to challenge Giovanni, who was supposed to be the final gym leader in the Kanto region. Spoiler. I am the Viridian City gym leader. Who are you?
I'm Gary Oak, the best trainer in Pallet Town.
All right, let's have a go. We will use 3 Pokemon. No time limit. Let the battle begin.
I choose Nidoking.
I choose Golem. Tackle attack. Golem.
Nidoking, fight his tackle with your tackle.
Bam. Nidoking is the winner.
Woo! Gary, he's the best. Like, he will always defeat the rest.
Yeah, kind of rusty on how those cheers went there from the cheerleaders. That's not bad. Let's see you try your luck with this one. So,
this should be a snitch.
This should be easy.
Kingler, the crab Pokemon, the pincer Pokemon, the evolved form of Krabby. Its powerful claws making a powerful opponent.
Kingler, Crab Hammer. Dun 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 dun.
Nidoking return!
Not that your Kingler would do in a pinch,
but he's not nearly fast enough to tackle my Arcanine. Arcanine, I choose you! Arcanine, take down attack!
And has some really cool background music, by the way.
Now, Arcanine, use Fire Spin! Woo! Gary, he's the best. He always defeats the rest. That's right, girls, and I definitely don't want to disappoint you. Sometimes I wonder why I was cursed with such a great talent. Well, time to wrap things up. Arcanine, Fire Blast attack!
And interesting about that Fire Blast, in the anime, when it's shot out, it always comes out looking like a stick figure. But it is powerful, though. And I think they even do that in the game. Make it look sort of like that. I think like the early games there. Been a while since I've seen it in the game, though. Arcanine is the winner!
Oh! 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 Gary won, like he told you, he's the best. Maybe we should call it quits. You can't beat me.
Is that what you think, little boy?
It is.
Maybe I should have just one more battle to test out my most powerful Pokemon. Snap fingers. And that's when Mewtwo made his appearance there.
What kind of Pokemon is that? No Pokemon data available. No data?
Now, as I was saying about this new Pokemon, I'd like to try him out in battle. And go ahead, use more than one Pokemon. Unless you're afraid.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
Well, then, what are you waiting for? Let's get started.
All right, go Nidoking. You too, Arcanine.
Oh, is that the best you got? The two Pokemon charged in, just like in the movie. And next, Mewtwo had them frozen in his psychic powers.
Arcanine, Nidoking.
Face it, nobody can defeat this Pokemon. He's the world's strongest. You're finished. And Gary, oh boy. That's actually the first time in the anime, or just in Pokemon in general, that, considering how cocky Gary is, the first time he was frozen in fear. It was, the dude, Gary couldn't even get his words out after this. It was like he saw a ghost. And then it just cut to another scene. So, and Gary actually told Ash about what happened. He didn't tell, the details, but the only thing he said to Ash, because when Ash found Gary and the cheerleaders, they were unconscious on the floor. He was like, Gary, what happened? A Pokemon that we've never seen did this. What? A Pokemon? There's something different about this Pokemon. It's not just powerful, it's evil. There can't be an evil Pokemon. Yeah, and that's ironic because of the way Mewtwo wasn't the... now, Mewtwo actually is not a villain per se, but because of what was going on with him, yeah, he sort of came off that way. And matter of fact, I remember my mom took me to see the movie. She thought Mewtwo was the bad guy too. Yeah, but yeah, that wasn't the case. So back with the movie of Mewtwo Origin, you say Mewtwo was kind of having a little kind of thinking to himself and still wondering what his purpose was. And Giovanni decided to be an idiot and say, "Your purpose is to work for me." You say, and that you were made to serve me. But you said we stood as equals, as partners. You were made by humans to obey humans. You could never be our equal. And boy, Mewtwo got pissed off again. He said, and I think even my novel explained how Mewtwo thought to himself, why does he stand so far away from me? He's really scared of me. So Mewtwo, out of his anger, he snapped all that machinery off there. Giovanni's like, stop this now! I was not born a Pokemon, I was created. And my creators have used and betrayed me. So now, I stand alone. And blew up Giovanni's base that he was in. I guess that was his base. And unlike the scientist, Giovanni survived this. He was hurt physically, and I guess you could say probably his pride as well. But yeah, surprisingly, he survived that. And his Persian, by the way, his cat Pokemon he has, which is the evolved form of Meow. Because he's a mom balls, and of course, mom balls have cats. Just sort of a thing with mom bosses, So, yeah, he was alright. And they showed a clip of that in the Pokemon anime series of Mewtwo flying off from Giovanni's place. And in the anime series, Giovanni just kept saying, thief! That thief! That thief! And Jesse and James were like, are you okay, sir? Just do your job. So yeah, Mewtwo's like, I will find my own purpose and purge this planet of all who oppose me. Human and Pokemon alike will know my wrath. The reign of Mewtwo will soon begin. And that's when you got the title card of the movie. Pokemon the first movie from a big Pokeball. Mewtwo strikes back. Yep, so that was... I can't get any wins. Alright. Oh, this was actually a youngster, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit more of it because it's almost 8 o'clock. I don't want to get interrupted by phone calls. So, give me about 7:55, and we will start wrapping it up from wherever we're at. Maybe a little before it, but yeah. So that way, don't get interrupted, and pick up from there from wherever I leave off in here. So let's see if we can catch this. Let's see if we can catch this coughing there. Man, hopefully it doesn't she doesn't self-destruct. Yeah, I know. Oh, come on, I'm gonna give you a chance. That's why you can't. That's why it's hard to catch coughings there. Oh well. So yeah, like I say that Okay, so anyway, I'll definitely and since we're, you know what, I'll go on and wrap this up now. Next time you'll see what's on some of the other floors of this mansion. So go and wrap it up now and go take care of some other stuff there. So when we come back, we will continue more in the Pokemon Mansion. And while we're doing the mansion in the other videos, I will also share with you more about the Pokemon movie in general there. Especially because of Mewtwo. So I will share with you guys about the Pokemon movie while we're playing it. So until then, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Definitely get our available books, and also definitely support us on the Patreon. Yes, support us there, and also even along with Patreon and plus books. Another form of support that can be done by anybody, even if you don't do it with Patreon, that I strongly encourage you to do. Not only watch these videos, but share them with other people to watch them too. Yeah, get other people to watch these to get that monetization, to get those watch hours up, so the channel can be monetized. Like I say, and that could help us both the monetization and Patreon support, as well as also getting our available books can really help us with not only things going on right now, but even the future of future projects and stuff like that. So definitely do all that to support us there. And like I say, watching these videos is something everybody can do. That doesn't even cost you a dime, especially after you subscribe, so you can be notified of the videos. We definitely would appreciate also the Patreon support, as well as also buying the books, because that way you can see what's going on, what me and Queen Tina are writing. Also, definitely support the Miracle Crew, and also the Miracle Crew, yours truly, King Gabe, Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, Jen, aka Chris Godfrey, Janara Nellens, and also EJ the Supreme. And also definitely hang out with us on Discord, Facebook, and hopefully in the future with also possibly with your support as well. We'd be able to, get things fixed up with the the webcam for our laptop, as well as also Zoom to, have some chats on there. May possibly still use Discord, because I'm not gonna get rid of Discord or anything, but it's possible that maybe Discord can come back to working. But we definitely want to expand with the Zoom. So in the future, Zoom and possibly Discord, and possibly more Discord. And also, let's sell each other some stuff on that Macari app. I just got in something from the Macari app, and you will be seeing it in a future video later. Until then, y'all take care, everybody. Peace out. And I guess close out with this fight here. Hang on. David pursuit. All right, everybody. See you later.